It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's IndyCar night on iRacing. Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Gotso, and welcome to P1 broadcasting coverage of Round 7, Week 7 of Season 1 of 2025 of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, coming to you from our second sub-1 mile oval of the season, Richmond Raceway. Joining me in the booth, as always, the dynamic duo of Justin Putschauer and Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Gentlemen, welcome to Richmond as we are putting in some qual times out on the speedway right now. And we're putting in some sub-18-second laps.
Yeah, Richmond's known for pretty much being a very fast, short oval bull ring. Let's put it like that. But at times, if it's not under the lights, so to say, it can get a little too spread out, and in some cases, some would say it's a bit of a snooze fest. But that's the fun part about the bull rings. You get caught up in traffic, and every now and then you'll get some chaos. But it'll be interesting to see how everything goes tonight, because right now we got Hamilton Akabuze sitting on top right now with a 17.953.
Let's get into this thing. Going to be a short one tonight. We're only doing 75 miles, 100 laps here. And it's going to go by pretty quickly as qualifying is just wrapped up. And with tonight's starting grid, here we go. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Putschauer, to give us the call out here.
On the pole with a 17.953, it's one of the usual suspects we always jokingly call Hamilton Akabuze. Starting next to him will be Adriano Pinero with another fast time of a 17.992. Starting third, it'll be Matt Taylor. Next to him will be Tanner Richards, and rounding out the top five, Andre Castro. Sixth will be Logan Edwards. Seventh will be Matthew Ponto. Eighth, Chris Wetz. Ninth, Josh Ward. And rounding out the top 10, another fellow IIS competitor that does make appearances every now and then in the Indy Oval Fix Series, basically to keep his wits about him as well as keep his skills sharp, Will Lyon. Starting 11th, it'll be Rob Udebreeze. 12th, it'll be Daniel DeRozzo in that so lovely Rodolfo Levin Corona Extra beers. 13th, it'll be Crash Neon. 14th, Jacob Collins. 15th, Miss Excitement herself, Olivia Hayward. Good to see her out here tonight. 16th, it'll be Brian Campbell. 17th, with a really bad qualifying time, it's Bruno Romanzini, followed by Clendy, another good friend of the show. Kyle Clunworth starting 18th. Daniel Reich, or Resch. Heshy, thank you. Will be starting 19th. And 20th, it'll be Dave Mitchell. 21st, it is Cristiano Benevenuto. I hope I said that right. And the last car in the grid to put a lap time, it is in 22nd. Antonio Estrada, another good friend of the show. And rounding out shotgun of the field with no time whatsoever, Alex Jardy. That is your 23 car field for tonight here at Richmond.
Two laps before we go green because we're on a sub-1 mile oval. As the pace car is now starting to pull out. Or pull away.
Yeah, I was about to say, you might want to rephrase that.
Pull away. It's pulling out of the pits.
Now, another thing to also take a look at, even though it's a 78-degree ambient air temperature, track temp is a little bit warm here in the capital of Virginia of 114 degrees Fahrenheit.
IndyCar ran here from 01 to 09. Was supposed to return here in 2020, but it was canceled due to COVID. The IndyCar track record set by Sam Hornish 2005 with a speed of 176.2. All-time wins leaders here is Hornish and Scott Dixon, each with 2. Chances are high if you start in the top 4 here in the real world, you're going to win, as 8 of the winners of the 9 races all started in the top 4 here. The only exception was when Dan Weldon won, and he started 20th. So that is all you need to know about Richmond. If you enjoy P1's coverage of the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing and hit that thumbs up and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the next race. And also donate to the broadcast. The subscription link is in the description.
Pace car pulls off, and here we go from Richmond. Good start by Hamilton Akabuze, 3 wide already as they go off into turn 1 between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And look at that. They're still trying to go 3 wide. It's not going to work. But we already got it looks like a bit of a challenge for the lead. Not going to be enough here. Already got guys scattering all over the track. You can run low, middle, high, up against the wall here. But coming off of turn 2, you want to get down as best you can, because that wall juts out at you so quick that it catches you off guard, and it will damage the right side of the car very, very easily. Now, also of note, Gary, the history of IndyCar here at Richmond actually goes back further to when this was known as Strawberry Hill Raceway in its original configuration. That if you go on YouTube, you can look at some of the classic NASCAR events that were run in the 80s and stuff, until about 88 when the track was reconfigured.
Mm-hmm. And a AAA used to come back here. Yep, that was the day when they raced here at Richmond.
AAA is, I think, USAC as well, and one of the more dominating figures around here was Super Tex himself. That was a little close there.
Watching Clindy with his teammate Brian Campbell to his inside. Tanner Richards, who won in one of the splits yesterday, goes to the top with the fastest lap. Now everybody in single file back up front is a Akabuizi, your leader. Tanner Richards is 2nd, Pinero 3rd, Matt Taylor 4th, Andre Castro 5th.
Yeah, you were talking about guys getting single file. Yeah, they're already trying to force it too wide again.
Yeah, seeing doors and opportunities open where there wasn't one before. Watching a battle now between Ward and Ponto in the mid-pack.
Speaking of apron bad, Romanzini clipped the apron just a tad bit, got a little bit of understeer as he went through 3 and 4 that last lap there, but he managed to keep it in control, and he's trying to get that momentum back that he lost, because that is another thing about the short tracks. Even if you just lose a little bit of momentum, you can gain it back so easily compared to the big tracks, like your 1.5 to 2 miles and above.
And we see in a battle for, this is for 16th, 15th and 16th, Olivia Hayward, Clindy. Right in front of them is Jacob Collins, one of Clindy's teammates. Wonder if he can maybe lend a hand. Right in front of them, we see Crash, Neon, and Rob Hubricks. Rob in the Lego Spaceman car. And now Ward is in 10th by himself as a bit of a gap begins to form between him and Kat in 9th. There is Kat Durazo and that very good-looking livery that he drives there. Right in front of him, Will Lyon and Charlie Wetz, or Chris Wetz, excuse me, in the P7 in that purple. I believe that's Dale Coyne livery from days past. Logan Edwards in 6th. Yep.
Now, you were talking about that Lego scheme. Hopefully he doesn't throw any Legos out on track for his fellow competitors to step on.
That will puncture a tire for sure.
Yeah, and the next thing you hear over the radio.
Clindy now looking to get to the inside of misexcitement. Olivia Hayward, he pushes up just a little bit. He cannot get the run. There's not a lot of room here when you get into these corners with these cars. Really, there's just 2 lines. There's a low line and the high line. That third line, which you see sometimes in the stock car races here, just not a viable line here for the Indy cars. unless you're trying to stay the heck out of somebody's way. And also one of the things that you see here in IndyCar you don't see necessarily at Iowa, which we were earlier in the season, is that you run out of room coming off turn 2 really quick here.
Yeah, like I said, that wall will jut out at you when you least expect it if you're running that high line as you come off of turn 2 there.
Whoa! Richards about into the back end of a Cabo Easy and has to roll out of it, and a little bit of separation now, 2/10 between those two. But Richards was threatening last time in turn 1. He got right there.
He got there, but it wasn't enough. Also, Kyle Cledworth was trying to get by Olivia Hayward. That last lap as they were going through 1 and 2, he had to back out of it tremendously as he was getting a huge amount of understeer, courtesy of the dirty air.
And there's Matt Taylor proving me wrong that third lane's not viable. He's up in it right now, and he is racing Andre Castro and getting a big run off the high side, and he gets that position, moved Taylor up the 4th, and now he can start tacking Pinero, who's in 3rd.
Yeah, when you lay down a challenge for Matt Taylor that you won't be able to get past me on the high side, you're losing the battle.
You don't have to go too far out on a limb to prove me wrong, really. It's now he's down on the bottom, protecting the bottom line there from Castro. Castro goes up a lane higher to get the fresh, unblocked air. Now Taylor giving the dirty air to Castro that time in 1 and 2 in the 2nd lane.
Now back to what we were talking about, coming off of turn 2 in the wall. The major difference though between Iowa and here at Richmond, Iowa, you have a somewhat of a smoother transition coming out of turn 2 to go down the backstretch. Whereas with here, it's almost like what Texas was in its early days, where you come off of the corner and it just bang, drops, flattens out. And if you come out for the corner the wrong way, 9 times out of 10, the back end of the car will spin around on you. Doesn't matter what type of car it is.
Yeah, it's really weird here. It's either it unloads you into the wall because you run out of banking off of turn 2, or if you're too low, the back end swings around and you get loose off the corner. There's a really fine line on turn 2.
Exactly. Now, with that transition, though, with the Gen 7 car that they have now, it's a whole lot worse. In the words of a friend of mine, it's one that makes you just want to Alt F4 every time you come off of the corner.
Now watching a little battle further on back between Roman Zini and Dave Mitchell. That's for battle for 17th and 18th. Mitch going to take a look at the inside. Well, no, he held back that time. Here comes Brian Campbell on the bottom, getting a lot of rotation. 23 of 100 into this thing. We're about a quarter of the way in already. Look at this stack up behind Jacob Collins.
Yeah, big old stack up here.
And it's not like Collins is turning bad lap times. He's turning 19 seconds laps.
Maybe Hayward just lost a wing.
And there's the caution. Josh Ward. I think Josh Ward had an incident.
Will Lyon lost it was loose, and Durazo cut.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Will Lyon. Okay, there. Ooh, gosh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Lost
so
it.
yeah, it was not Josh Ward, but we'll watch this Lyon going into 3. Durazo right behind him, and I think Durazo just a little bit of an innocent bystander here.
Yeah.
Will Lyon, we don't see this very often. Just the back end comes around, he catches it, noses it into the wall. Durazo, no place to go.
Now,
and watch Durazo's point of view right here.
Just nowhere to go on that one.
I mean, just as he sees it happen in front of him, it's like, where do I go? And it's done. It's done. He's in it, and he's got some repairs. And looking at the way he's turning that wheel and the car's not turning, that suspension is toast.
Now, while that was happening, Olivia Hayward ran into the back of Rob Hudebreeze going into turn 3 there. Olivia lost the wing, and then, of course, as tradition goes, the wing just pops right back in.
Snaps right back in, just like Legos or Transformers. But Caboeasy's staying out. Don't think he came to pit road. No, he did not. Did not. Excuse me, did not. Tanner Richards second. He stayed out. Wetz in third. Stayed out. Ponto stayed out. Crash Neon coming to pit road right now with Alex Harvey. That is for 56. They are stopping, as well as Benvenuto coming to pit road for, well, I guess this would be their one and only stop. They might be able to make it to the end. I've heard people doing one stop to get to the end. I've also heard people, Rob Hubrex was actually one of them, and his race that he won earlier in the week, he said he no-stopped it and won. And that's, I'm assuming that's with a lot, and I mean a lot of caution.
Or use the fuel map to your advantage.
Yeah, just dial it down.
Right, it's probably went down to map 5 or 6.
Now 6 would only be useful more on road courses, but if he was worried about a heavy acceleration coming out of the corners causing the car to get loose, 6 would be a one that you could go to in this track. But 5 would be more for the absolute fuel save other than 8. So I don't know. We'll see as lights are out on the pace car. Hamilton is your leader. Then we got Tanner Richards second, Wetz in third, Ponto fourth, Pinero fifth. And LGN, you and I have seen Pinero many times. He's the defending Elite Racing League Warriors for Peace Series IndyCar champion. The longer he hangs around the front, the more he's going to be a threat.
Yeah, we saw in that race on the Richmond when he was 2 laps down and he won the race basically. So it was pretty good race for them. We saw Chad Frankenfeld getting incident with the lap down, and it's something we are gonna see over here. So it's pretty hard, and I think the people is getting good in the exit of turn 2. That's one of the dangerous thing, but yeah, it's still dangerous for everyone.
Yeah, Pinero started his championship march with that win here in the Elite Racing League at Richmond last season. Now watching a battle with Castro to the inside of Matt Taylor. We're going to go 3 wide in the center of the corner off of 3 and 4, and everybody keeps it off one another, and Ponto really just like, where do you want me to go?
That was a little too close to comfort there. Castro, though, lost a little bit of momentum as Matt Taylor went around him. Castro is now under attack from Logan Edwards. Ponto still struggling, as now Ponto is under attack from Josh Ward as they go down into turn number 1. Still side by side between Ward and Ponto here. Ponto's just trying to get that car back under control as best he can. He is still struggling just a little bit after being caught out in that 3 wide situation. He will fall back in line behind Josh Ward, as now there's another battle or so with Collins, Hayward, and who was that?
Hubrex going up the racetrack, but beginning a big run off the corner.
Hubrex with the run now on the inside of Miss Excitement herself. Olivia Hayward just washes up just a little bit, trying to stay away from that apron because, as the old saying goes, apron bad, racing surface good. But Hubrex is now under attack from Clenworth. Clenworth is just trying to find a way to get around him, and he almost gets put in the wall there by Hubrex. Clenworth will now go to the high side to try and get around him, and I think it's going to work this time off of 4.
Are you seeing?
He could be the wall, Glendy.
I was trying to say something there, and my allergies decided to speak for me instead and throw me into a bit of a sneezing fit. So sorry for the dead air there. Oh, Olivia Hayward got a little bit loose coming off of turn 2. She is now under attack from Kyle Clenworth side by side as they come off of turn 4. Clenworth sliding the back end out just a little bit. He will fall back in line to try and mount another charge on Olivia Hayward, but he's also under attack from Rob Hubrex now as they come off of turn number 2. Brian Campbell, teammate to Kyle Clenworth, got a little bit too throttle happy coming off of turn 2, nearly hit the wall, and here comes Hubrex. He's also getting loose, and he's trying to find a way, but he's just getting in that dirty air, and he's stuck on the high side, backs out of it, because he knows how dangerous that transition is.
Lack of transition almost. It just dumps you right out of the flat part of the racetrack.
Ooh. Glenworth
Nice
really struggling. But that's the one thing, though. He knows how to put... We're just going to call him Mr. Excitement. Because he knows how to put
up the Mr. Excitement and Miss Excitement out there. We can't confuse them too much.
We could call him the Showstopper.
The Showstopper. There we go.
But that would be gimmick infringement on Shawn Michaels of the WWE.
Well, he doesn't have a super kick. Oh, we got a car on the wall. That's Dave Mitchell. Mitch way up in the wall in the gray. He had a big run, but just ran out of room.
Oh, and he's trapped. He's got to try and find a way to get back.
He's hurt right now, and he's going to allow Harvey to go on through. He'll stay on the bottom. Not too far behind this group are the leaders.
Yeah, that's one thing about the bull ring. You can catch up to lap traffic within about 15 or so laps.
So now the big question is when do we see Hamilton and Tanner make the turn down pit road? Because when they do, pit road is hard to get onto here at Richmond. That's first of all. Second of all, it's painfully slow. And because they're going so darn fast on this oval, they're going to go down multiple laps. Two cars that are probably maybe close to done pitting. So we'll see if those others that stopped too early are going to regret that with maybe another stop here before this race is over. But we're reaching the halfway point very quickly, 45 of 100, and our two leaders have yet to stop.
I'm going to say something like Neki told me one day, and Oscar Gonzalez told me one day. You have to wait it until the yellow flag is out in these conditions. So if you lead, just wait it to the end. And if you have a go to the pits, you have to. But the bet is wait for the yellow flag.
Jose goes, just run it dry.
You've made the bed, sleep in it.
But it's a bad bet also too. You can lose 2 laps, like you said, almost 2 laps and a half, and game over. And then when it happens, could be the yellow flag is out in that moment.
All right, here's a battle brewing. Tanner Richards, one of the new guys we've seen on the Top Split broadcast, up against one of the old dogs, former winner in the Fixed Oval Series, champion also in the ERL, Adriano Pinero, 2-time champion there in the ERL, attacking Tanner right now.
Yeah, he's got a good run every chance he gets. But every time he goes to the high side, it's no go. But when he goes down the straightaways, he can use the draft to his advantage, so to say. But like I said, if you see right here, going through the corners, it's a brick wall of air almost, to the point that you literally have to fall back in line to try and essentially remount the charge to try and get past him.
Last time we're riding with Adriano right now, and he got loose on the exit of corner 2 that time. Here he's getting a big run on Tanner. Tanner not a good exit off of 2 to the inside. Pinero in 3 and 4.
I don't think he got him. Give him a little bit of the proof advantage. He came off of turn 4 there, but he will move past Tanner Richards. All the while, the Showstopper and Miss Excitement are still throwing haymakers, so to say, trying to get past each other, with Clundy moving back up to the high side, almost in the Larson line that we've seen. We've actually seen it work here before, but albeit in the stock cars. Haven't really seen it work much here in the open wheel stuff. Oh, almost parks in the corner.
Wow! Wow! He got loose, and she kept it out of his gearbox.
So much oversteer on that one coming off of turn 2.
So we see up front now, Kabawizi has himself a 1.8 second lead over Pinero. Pinero now already stretched to 4/10 over Richards. Taylor only a half second behind Richards. Castro about a second behind Taylor as the top 5 starting to spread out.
Yeah, I was looking into Kyle Clenworth's cockpit when all that was going down, and he was seesawing at the wheel just trying to get it to not kick out on him and spin around.
Talking about Piñeiro, next week we started ERN on Kentucky Legacy.
That's right. Next week, me and Luis Gonzalez Nunez over on the Elite Racing Network YouTube channel, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. He is going to mount the defense of his 2024 B Series Championship in the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Can he match Henry Bennett? Can he match Alex Van de Sant for 3 career championships there in the ERL? The campaign starts next Thursday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Join us. We're expecting a big field with a lot of talented drivers in the lineup. That's over on the Elite Racing Network.
Back up to the front here with Hamilton Akabuze. He is now caught up to
traffic.
21st and 20th, but also look behind him. Adriano Pinero and Tanner Richards have essentially caught up to him. That lead that Hamilton Akabuze had built up is now gone.
And Pinero has much newer tires. Pinero stopped on lap 27, so his tires are only 33 laps old, whereas Akabuizi's tires are now 60 laps old as he crosses the line now.
And Akabuze, Hamilton is just trying to get off of the corner to try and look out here. He was going to use Cristiano as a pick, but that was only temporarily because now Adriano Pinero is now right there with Hamilton Akabuze as they come off of turn number 2. Akabuze is going to be held up just temporarily by Antonio Estrada. Estrada goes to the high side as well as Adriano Pinero.
Wow.
And,
I tell you what, the boss was not making it easy for him. He's like, I did not want to lose my lap, but he should get it back when the leaders come to pit road. But we'll see how that shakes out. Now, a direct attack for the lead between Akabuizi and Pinero. Akabuizi has to come to pit road anytime now.
There's a battle for the lead right here. Adriano Pinero to the low side going off of the corner here. He falls back in line right behind Hamilton Akabuze. And they almost made contact there as they came off of turn number 4.
Smoke on the front stretch.
There's somebody smoking. Or it's probably their connection.
And that's when we put the camera to Campbell. His connection's fine.
Estrada, he's stood on turn 4. He went to the grass.
Okay.
He tried to recover the car. Oh, now it's good now.
Well, they got those tires all warmed up, but now back to the lead. Akabuizi getting around Pinero, but now Akabuizi's going to have Daniel Hesje in front of him, giving him the dirty air. We see Hesje over in the Velocity Online Racing Series, and we're going to go 3 wide through. And it just Akabuizi had no place to go there, and Hesje not inadvertently uses the pick. He didn't mean to put himself there. But that moves Pinero, his countryman, back to the lead.
Now Akabuze is going to try and take that lead back, but even Hamilton knows, I got to pit here soon. I got no choice.
Here's Matt Taylor to the inside of Tanner Richards. This is for the 3rd step on the podium. Move Taylor to 3rd, but this battle's not over yet. And Andre Castro, he is there as well. And we're going to go 3 wide for 3rd place off of turn 2 as Taylor comes up in the wall and just gives it a kiss.
Just a kiss. Oh, such good racing. But Matt Taylor is also stuck with that lap traffic up ahead of him.
Yeah, he's got Benito up there, giving him the dirty air, although he's staying high there. Taylor down low through 3 and 4. He gives a little bit of a twitch and catches it. And that's going to open the door to Castro to take a dive to the inside.
Castro to the bottom of the track here, still side by side with Matt Taylor as they come off of turn 2. Almost wheel-to-wheel contact before they got to turn 3. Taylor will go to the high side. He's going to try and split. It's not going to be enough.
You get that lap car in the lane there, and you're going 3 wide when you don't really want to. But Taylor way up in that high line, going to get a big run off the corner, and he starts to pull away from that battle. Andre Castro, he is looks like he has dropped out due to packet loss.
No, he was having such a good run too. Don't you hate it when that happens? With that problem though, move Tanner Richards now up to 4th with a lap car of Daniel Hesse right in front of him. Oh, and there's Castro, but he has now gone from 4th all the way to 19th.
Oof. Oof.
That is not what you want to have happen here.
If the race is gonna stop you for that long, you might as well just give you a pit stop. You know? Hubrecht's up high, allowing the leader on by, and now that moves Pinero now. 48 laps into this stint. We are now 25 roughly to go. So when do those who haven't stopped, which is Akabawizi, which is Richards, which is Wetz, and then Ponto, they have not stopped yet. Are they going to stop before this race is up? And for that matter, can Pinero go the distance along with himself and Taylor and Edwards and Ward, who all stopped on lap 27? And then to kind of throw a little bit all into this is you have Alex Harvey, who's back in P10, who stopped on lap 28. And that's the longest, he's the highest placed car that stopped the longest into the race. So he has a little bit extra fuel than everyone else if we're going to go and turn this into a fuel mileage race.
It'll be interesting to see how all the different fuel strategies play out. Mitchell will go to the bottom there to let Matt Taylor go. And then he's going to probably in a bit of a battle. Yep, bit of a battle here with Andre Castro. He's just going to let Castro go by. Not, without realizing, he's pretty much on the same lap as you. Campbell, though.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the cat. Cat checks in from the medical center and says that the track was fun, but my Tuesday night top split luck continues.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, good to have you here, Cat. Of course, we love that livery. There is a battle a little bit further on back between Castro and Campbell.
Castro still blinking out.
Oh, Hubrecht's up in the wall, but that's going to allow those two on the low side to get on by. But we got the battle of the pings right now between Campbell and Castro. Ryan's going to kill me. He's just kind of like, come on, man.
I'd call it the battle of the Christmas lights. The great Christmas light fight, except on iRacing on a bull ring. Ooh, I think he almost got the wall there. Brian Campbell did off of turn 2.
Meanwhile, up front, Pinero is your leader. He has Miss Excitement around him, right behind him as a little bit of a buffer, but I think Akabawizi on the low side around Olivia. Clear him. Now move him cleanly up the second spot and direct contact with the leader. Matt Taylor, 3rd. Tanner Richards, 4th. Logan Edwards, 5th. 18 to go here at Richmond. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not done so already. And if you have not done so already...
Trouble, turn 3! 2 cars in the wall!
Oh, yeah.
3 cars!
Estrada.
Wow.
Olivia Hayward involved.
Oh, and I think maybe Crash Neon living up to the name. And if that's his real name, I will be.
Believe it or not,
yeah.
I can confirm that is his real name.
That is a name, and yeah, he lives up to the name because he just goes right into the back of Estrada, and that captures him and Estrada into the wall. Right in front of our leaders, and then Olivia just kind of nowhere to go because she's up high trying to stay clear of the leaders, and she piles in, but all the while she was trying like mad to slow down. So that takes out 3 cars, and now is going to allow people to head to pit road. Who wants to go to pit road?
Yeah, who wants
I think
to go
everyone.
And we'll see when the leaders come back around.
Oh no, stay out, Pinheiro. And Aquavesi too. What?
Oh, no.
As Pinheiro stayed out, Akabawizi stayed out. Logan Edwards up to third now. Matt Taylor coming off of pit road. He's going to go back to fourth. Tanner Richards with fresh tires is going to be in fifth. Ponto is in, well, he's going to lose some spots on pit road. Chris Wetz and Josh Ward drag race off pit road. They are now sixth and seventh.
Story, you don't know, the pits was close, and Tanner Richards came. I have a black flag.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why he. And Tanner came in, and also Taylor came in with the pit closed.
Oh, no.
I don't know why Taylor don't have a black flag. I don't know.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. And that Taylor is blinking now, but we'll see when we go green. Lights are still on the pace car. If you're just joining us, this is P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split coming to you from Richmond. We've completed now, well, we only got 15 to go of a scheduled 100 laps. If you're enjoying our coverage of tonight's race, would like to monetarily support us, please find the link to our GoFundMe campaign in the stream description. We realize times are tough, but any donation, no matter the amount, is greatly appreciated. We do this for free on behalf of the community, and we're glad that you are all taking a part in it tonight. Coming to 14 to go. I think we'll go green with 13 to go. And we're going to see a heck of a race here to the finish with possibly new tires starting with Taylor and Tanner Richards if they are not black flagged.
What that word, if?
It is weird. I don't know why Hamilton is not going to pit. With 87?
He's going to no-stop this thing. He's no-stopping it. 86 laps on this stint. He's going to go no-stop it, and he's going to hope for track position and a little bit of luck. But I don't think those tires are going to last him. We'll see. So he has a skill set to hold off people, and he also has, and we are green flagging, a good jump by Pinheiro, and there is a lap car involved there in the middle of the battle. That is Andre Castro, who's in 13th spot. With fresh tires. Actually, no, he has well-worn tires, and now he's side by side with P2 as Logan Edwards wants by, and this is allowing Pinheiro to get away.
I mean, just look at this. You got at least second, third, and fourth under a blanket here between Akabuze and Logan Edwards and Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor will go to the high side. He will move up into the third position, but he's again stuck in that sandwich there between Akabuze and the lap car of Andre Castro. Taylor will go to the high side. They're going to go three wide temporarily off of turn two. Akabuze will now let Taylor go by. Taylor is now on a charge to get towards the front and chase down Adriano Pinheiro.
But Pinheiro setting purple laps here in the late going, but Ward also setting purple laps. Wett's now a purple lap. So those guys with the new tires are setting purple laps, and those with the clean racetrack in front of them are setting fast times as well. But we're going to see a run for the lead here as Matt Taylor with 7-lap-old tires is going to make a run here as you just see him go purple that time by on Pinheiro with 65-lap-old tires. But he might run out of time. Only 9 more circuits to go of this 3/4-mile oval here in Richmond, coming to 8 to go.
Tanner Richards basically alt-F forward out of the backstretch.
I'm going to reject what I said. So Tanner got black flag because he passed Clendy on the pits. That's why. In my camera, I see the pits is closed, but I don't know why it showed me pits closed. But Tanner, because passed Clendy on
Here we go. Here we go. Taylor is there.
He's got the run. He's got the run. He's going to come off a turn. He's going to try and get it off of turn 4.
Pinheiro stays up high, gives him the dirty air. Taylor's going to turn underneath him. He's going to just get a nose at the line. And he's going to be underneath him in the shortest line down in the number 1 lane. And he clears him. Taylor, your new leader with 6, actually 5.5 to go.
Pinheiro's going to try and mount that charge again, but it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Taylor is now starting to run away. Pinheiro on those old tires. He's probably starting to regret it now that he should have pitted, but it's, as the old saying goes, you made your bed, you got to lie in it.
Yes.
We come to 5 to go this time. We're already seeing guys with older tires that are starting to get up towards the wall just a tad bit too much. They might be getting close to it and hitting the wall. And I thought I heard, oh yeah, trouble on the front straightaway here. It is Benvenuto and somebody else. We stay green.
Yeah, he's out of the way.
Campbell.
Nowhere to go for Brian Campbell.
Watch our leader coming to now 2 to go. And probably LGN, we're going to have you maybe send a message to Pinero and find out why he chose not to come to pit road and see if he can let us know that. But the move of the race set in the last 10 laps as Matt Taylor comes to pit road, gets a fresh set of tires, and for the first time in a very long time, he's going to get a top split win here on P1.
We should. I think that was the white flag.
That's a white flag, but he's going to get it.
Oh,
he's going to get it. Here he comes, off of 4.
I say, I think we're jumping the gun. We were jumping the gun there.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
So much chaos in the back. Who's it going to be? Coming to the line for 9th. It is going to be Jacob Collins getting 9th. 8th, Kyle Clenworth. And I tried to get 10th, but they basically parked it and fixed it.
He had that race. I mean, we're going to ask him. He's going to like, yeah, I do. Once everybody in front of me didn't stop, that all I had to do was clear the traffic and get up there, and he had this.
Said there are times where you can get some of the best short track racing, and it's with IndyCar, and we got it today.
And let's get in tonight's final standings here. Taylor with the win. First time in a long time here on the top split. 2 seconds over Pinero. Pinero second. Let's see if we can get a word in from Pinero about what his situation was by not coming to pit road. Akabuizi no stops the thing. He goes the complete distance, comes home 3rd. We will get a chance to talk to him about his performance. Logan Edwards 4th. Great finish for him. Ward is 5th. Ward is up 4 spots from where he started. The biggest finisher, we'll get to them here momentarily, was Alex Harvey in 10th. But Wetz in 6th, Ponto 7th, Clindy in 8th, Jacob Collins in 9th. Alex Harvey, he started shotgun on the field. Remember, he finished 10th and managed to improve 13 spots. He is your biggest gainer of the day, so a good run for him. Romanzini 11th, Castro 12th, Hubrex 13th, Dave Mitchell 14th, Hesche 15th, Campbell 16th, Benvenuto 17th, Tanner Richards not the finish he was looking for because of the black flag. He was up front all day and is going to be relegated to 18th. Estrada not the finish he was looking for, but he got a little bit of help from Crash Neon in 20th. Estrada's going to finish 19th. Hayward, also involved in that incident, finishes 21st. Durazo, the Cat, tied up in the incident with Will Lyon midway through the race. They will finish 22nd and 23rd.
I have to say this. I really hate the short tracks. But this track can make a good race today. Especially, it's the second time we saw on the on DRN last year on that race was crazy, many yellow flags, and today same too, with Pinheiro going second. I really make a question, so I waited for the answer of
For some reason the session events didn't save to the log here, so we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to ask, really, when did Hamilton realize that he is committed to the no-stop strategy, I think. I don't think he really wanted to be there. He just kind of walked into it. We'll see if that is true. And let's get him on up here. Here he is. And there he is, Hamilton in the booth with us. P3 today on the no stopper, but it's my feeling, and I could be wrong, that you kind of happened into the no stopper and it wasn't ideally what you wanted to do.
Yeah. I probably should have put on one of them. I mean,
hindsight's always 20/20. When did you realize that you're now in this situation where you're going to go to distance without stopping? When did you realize that?
I mean, since lap 1, it's super easy to go like no stop, like fuel wise. Tires definitely just matter a bit. But yeah, fuel wise, it's like it didn't matter much after the first caution. I was map 1 the whole time. Yeah, cautions play a part. So, and then yeah, probably should have taken tires. Clearly mattered. But yeah, so I don't know. Usually there's heroes at the back that stay out, lock the people on tires. This time, I guess people decide to be smart, which I usually bet against. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, for those that have never done it, describe what it's like to be on 100 lap old tires at Richmond.
I mean, honestly, it's here, like on this set, it's not too different. You're just tight. Just feels, you're just going slow. I mean, just have to wait so long for the car to rotate. So it's definitely not ideal.
Well, you survived, and you made it to P3. Good run for you. We have seen a couple drivers already talk about doing the no stopper, and have bode well for them, and it actually did well for you. You got the bottom step of the podium. I'm sure there's a number of other drivers that would love to swap spots with you on that podium. But congrats, man. Good call and good effort just to keep the car there in that third spot ahead of some people that really had way fresher tires than you, specifically Edwards. I had a little bit fresher tires, but Josh Ward had a lot fresher tires. And you managed to hold those guys off. So props. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. Anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go?
I mean, shout out Fiercey 4. Yeah, shout out P1 Docs. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Congratulations on the gamble and the P3, and we'll catch you the next one, sir.
See ya,
yeah. All right, anything? Yeah, I see something coming in from. All right, so we'll bring up Pinero's car here into the graphic and get his report. He wants to congratulate Matt on the win and Hamilton on third place. It was a fun race. I tried to overtake Hamilton at the beginning. Then Tanner overtook him. We had the first yellow, and I noticed that a good part of the field was left behind. So Matt himself and a few others took advantage of the opportunity to change tires and restarted in a good position. In the end, I decided not to change tires again. He said, I knew it would be on the limit. The first 5 laps with cold tires are possible to do good laps, which I think he set a purple lap at that time frame. But Matt, with newer tires, managed to advance the field very quickly, and it was not possible to defend. But he was happy with the second place, and he wishes everybody a good night. And we wish him a good luck here on the run. He did everything he could of LGN to hold off a charging Matt Taylor, but at the end of the day, fresh tires are king around here.
Yeah, I really don't understand why he didn't pit it in, but that's the strategy, that's the sensation where you have, and it's something where you have to design in a second. So if you're coming in yourself, for sure you're screwed, but they came everybody at the same time, so it makes sense. But you don't know. It's like a lottery. It's 50-50.
And now let's bring in Matt Taylor. For the first time in a long time, we get him here on the winner's side here of the broadcast. He's been on the podium before. bring him on up. Here is Matt Taylor, your winner tonight. And the gamble to make that late stop to get those fresh tires was the call that propelled you to the win. Congratulations. Talk about when you decided to make that last call. Was there any question in your mind that you were making the right decision? Were you worried about traffic possibly holding you up? And when did you know, really, that this was the right call?
It was hard to tell. I mean, with 15 laps to go, you're worried about immediate cautions and that kind of stuff. So that's weighing in there a little bit. But I could tell Hamilton had used up his tires, and that long run, everyone was hurting. So I just sort of bet on everybody coming behind me, and hoping that would be the case. I fully expected at least one of them to pit, just given the tire situation. Luckily, only Logan stayed out, and we had one lap car. And as soon as I got through that 3 wide with Hamilton there, it was just going to be a matter of enough green flag laps and finding the line and enough clean air to chase Adriano down, and then just had the grip to sort of drive around him.
One of the things that I mentioned during the race is that I didn't see a lot of people using that high line. You don't really use it a lot here, and you were up there a lot of that race. Is that just go where the clean air is and where the dirty air isn't, or what made you go up to that top line an awful lot?
Yeah, I ran one of the races yesterday and tried it out, and it really is just chasing the clean air. The corner speeds are not that fast, but any sort of clean air on the nose helps rotation a ton. So if you're a little bit faster and you're chasing somebody down, you run that high line, the rear end actually hooks up really well coming off on exit, and you get a little bit of draft, and you can get a huge run. So trying to work through any sort of traffic around other cars and just trying to pick that clean lane. I was running, I seemed to be running Adriano and Hamilton down there under that green flag run. I don't know if I'd have got him there or if I'd saved the tires a little bit better, but it would have been interesting, but really just trying to find a line, and hopefully nobody's in it.
Well, it's been a while since we've seen you here in Victory Lane. I know it's been long in the coming. We've always seen you kind of hanging out in the top 5, top 10 all the time, but you finally got that big win here. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. We know you have them, so go right ahead and shout them out.
Yeah, just teammates always there rooting each other on. That's always fun. And the community in general. Everybody's pretty helpful overall. There's certainly a competitive edge, but I like to think we all get along, and yeah, it's fun.
Well, congratulations on the win. It's good to have you here. Good to see you win. And, that's the last of the super short ovals, so we're going back to a little bit more of a next week, I think, is Charlotte, so we're back to the intermediate track. So we change our style in the next week, but, man, you had them covered today here at Richmond. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that is Matt Taylor, your winner tonight. Gentlemen, final thoughts, starting with you, Justin. Tires rule them all here, I guess, when it comes to Richmond in the closing stages, doesn't it?
Indeed, it does. Didn't think that we were going to have that big of a... I don't know how to put it. I honestly don't know how to put it. I literally just had a short circuit in my brain because of what we just witnessed. But other than that, we got proven wrong courtesy of insane pit strategy with a couple of cautions thrown in. I thought Hamilton Nakabuzi was going to be able to go to the distance, but as the old saying goes, luck does have a thing of changing hands and favoring other people at times. In which case, we saw the end result tonight with Matt Taylor getting the win. I am looking forward to next week.
I bet you are. It's a track that it will be back kind of to the 200-mile-per-hour laps. Lewis, you kind of said it before. This is not one of your favorite tracks. We have not seen a great deal of very good races here, but this was actually not too bad today in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, Thursday actually is not really a good deal for the lead. So if you're gonna lead, it's like you have to bet a lot, especially when they happen with Piñeiro or Hamilton. So We saw a big race today. No big incident. We saw an incident for sure, but not really big, like a crazy incident. But it was a good race. So next one, Charlotte. I don't know if it's night or day, but really good memories on Charlotte. I really like it. It's really kind of hard also too. It's I go on high, but the thing is the people can go in low to pass you. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We saw in Texas this season. It's kind of almost the same, but not the same. So it's gonna be interesting, that race. So see you on next one.
So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here from Richmond. Matt Taylor with the big win, and good to see him back in victory lane. Pinero, P2, and Akabuwizi does a no-stopper and comes home third. Join us again next week for Round 8, Week 8 of Season 1 of 2025 of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split. As the teams and drivers head to Charlotte Motor Speedway, coverage begins around 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that's 7:15 p.m. Eastern. As always, for the correct broadcast time in your area, you can find everything you need right here at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Hey, we love bringing these races to you, but they're not easy or require time and money to produce. Because of your generosity and donations, we've been able to bring you IndyCar Oval action nearly sponsor-free. If you share our passion for the sport of IndyCar and enjoyed our coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split, please take time to visit our GoFundMe page. The link is in the description, and donate to our 2025 broadcast fund. We realize times are tough, so any contribution would be greatly appreciated. We thank you for watching and making us a part of your Tuesday evenings each and every week. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not an easy one, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thought on tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing the like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe and while you hit the bell for weekly reminders so you won't miss out on more of P1's other iRacing programming, including tomorrow night, the Formula Indy Series. Myself and Stevie Larkamp, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as we head to Italy for round 4 of their season. And a Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, the Classic IndyCar Series winter schedule resumes at Legacy Phoenix. I'll be me and LGN in the booth for that one. Join us for both. You won't want to miss it. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash Simcams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Simcams. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook or follow them on X and Instagram. The links you need are all in the description. For business inquiries, to learn more about P1 and what we do, like us on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram. You can follow all of our social links on Linktree or check them out in the description. So for Justin Petschauer, Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at P1, I'm Gary Gatto saying to all, good night, and thanks for watching. And to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again right here next week in Charlotte for the next race of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night Top Split on P1. Good night.